estate market is ever changing, but I'm asked the same questions all the time, so I wanted to take a few minutes to answer the most common questions I get about buying a home. I'm Amy Robinson, a real estate specialist here in Northern Virginia. Now let's jump into these questions and answers. Is 2022 a good year to buy a house? The short answer, yes. Interest rates for a 30-year fixed rate loan are at historic lows right now, coming in below 4%. The rates are definitely not going to stay this low forever and are expected to rise throughout 2022. So buyers should consider locking into a great rate now. What kind of credit score do I need to buy a house? Did you know that you could have poor credit and still buy a home? For example, you can qualify for an FHA loan with 10% down and a credit score of 500 or a 580 credit score and 3.5% down. However, once you ascend to the 740 to 760 credit score range, you will qualify for the best interest rates. I suggest getting a copy of your credit report, and you're entitled to one free every year, to see what factors are negatively affecting your score. From there, try improving your credit score if it needs some work. What is the cost of buying a home? It's not just the list price of a home. You also need to factor in closing costs, which is an umbrella term for all types of fees and costs associated with buying a home, including, for example, loan origination fees, the cost of a home inspection, any attorney's fees, and an escrow account for property taxes and homeowners insurance. Typically, they're an additional 2 to 5% of the home purchase price. How does buying a home work? Buying a home has lots of moving parts and it requires some patience. But a good place to start is securing a pre-qualification, or in our current market, take this one step further and get a pre-approval letter from a local lender. You should also crunch your own numbers to determine how much you can afford. Knowing exactly what you can afford will help keep the real estate search focused. Make sure to factor in maintenance expenses, taxes, homeowners association fees, and other expenses too. Then, if you don't already have one, find a great agent who has your best interests in mind. Pro tip, this is a big investment, so take referrals from friends and have initial conversations with multiple potential agents. If I'm not local to you, I'm always happy to connect you with one of the many agents I work with outside of Northern Virginia. From there, you'll go house hunting and put in offers on homes. If you're taking out a mortgage, you'll most likely need a home inspection or a home appraisal before you get to closing. How do I qualify to buy a house? Start gathering up all your documents. You'll need proof of income through W-2s, tax returns, or pay stubs. Most lenders need 2 years of tax returns and W-2s and 2 months bank account statements, plus 2 most recent pay stubs. While it helps to have money saved for a down payment, there are several low or no down payment loan options available. When you go through an early pre-qualification process with a lender, you'll self-report your credit score and income information, but that financial information gets vetted during the more intensive pre-approval process. How do I buy my first home? Buying your first home is so exciting, but it can also be a little overwhelming. A good first place is to begin saving for a down payment. Next, you'll want to get pre-qualified or pre-approved with a local lender and choose a real estate agent and begin the house hunting process. You may have browsed homes by yourself, but if you're new to the home buying process, a great real estate agent can help navigate you through each step. A great real estate agent will help you find the right home, negotiate to get the best price, and guide you through the home inspection and appraisal process. Plus, if you're the one buying the home, working with a trusted real estate agent should not cost you anything. Typically, the agent you're working with to buy a home is paid by the seller. How much should I save up before I buy a house? While there are many low or no down payment loan options available today, the more you have saved for a down payment, the lower your monthly mortgage will be. It is possible to receive a loan with no money down, but saving at least 10% is a good place to start. If possible, go for 20%. Putting 20% down means you're exempt from paying private mortgage insurance, which is an extra cost your lender tacks onto your monthly payment just in case you don't make your loan payments on time. In terms of savings, what you'll want on top of the down payment, the answer is complicated, but a good goal is 3 to 5% of the home's value to include closing costs, a set budget for furnishings, plus at least 3 months mortgage payments as an extra cushion. I hope I was able to answer your specific questions about buying a home today, but I'm always here for you to chat more about your specific needs. Check out the description box below to find ways to connect with me, and please help me grow my channel by liking and sharing this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.